Hello and welcome back to the Back to My Bone podcast. As always, I am your host Chris, aka Don Burgundy on the internet. This is episode 53. Happy Thanksgiving to all my turkey gobblers out there. All right. So it missed last week. It is what it is. What are you gonna do? So we're just gonna completely skip week 11 of the NFL. Ooh, let me crack that energy drink, baby. Ooh, ooh wee. All right, we're gonna go right into week. Um, Well, we're going to skip the predictions for week 11, but we'll go through the results really quickly. Ravens beat the Bengals, Browns beat the Steelers, Dolphins beat the Raiders, Lions beat the Bears. Let's just kind of go over the ones that are important. Niners won, Bills won, Rams beat the Seahawks in a banger, 17-16. Broncos beat the Vikings in a banger, 21-20, and then we have the Monday night game, which is tonight. It's the Eagles Chiefs, so we'll start there. I missed week 11, so we'll go Chiefs Eagles, and I'm gonna go Eagles. And then start of week 12, Packers Lions. So this is the Thanksgiving Day slate of games. Packers Lions is a good matchup. This year the Thanksgiving Day games are actually really fucking good. So Packers Lions, it's in Detroit. I'm gonna go Lions there. We have Commanders Cowboys in Dallas, and of course I'm going Cowboys. We have Niners Seahawks, which is a really good game as well. All these matchups are actually really good. So, and that's in Seattle, but I'm gonna go 49ers here. And then we have that Friday game, which is Dolphins Jets. It would be a massive upset if the Jets win, so I'm gonna go Dolphins. We've got Buccaneers Colts. Colts coming off a bye. Buccaneers coming off a big win. I'm gonna go Bucks, even though they're playing in Indianapolis. Patriots Giants in the first shit bowl of the day. I think the Giants win that. It's at MetLife, correct? Yes, it is. Steelers Bengals. Should be a close game, but I'm gonna go Bengals. Panthers Titans. Another shit bowl. I'm gonna go Titans. Jaguars Texans is actually a really good matchup. This is in Houston. God, the Texans are playing so well recently, and the Jaguars are playing really well as well. They also just came off a win. Both teams coming off a win. Jaguars beat the Titans by 20, and what was I just talking about? And the Texans just won a closer game, so it's in Dallas. Or sorry, in Houston. Ooh, man. I don't know. I think this game is going to be close. It could go either way. I'm going to go Jags here, though. I wouldn't be surprised if the Texans won. Saints Falcons, two teams coming off a bye. A third ship bowl on the day. I'll go Saints here. Rams Cardinals. I think that's going to be a close game as well, but I'm going to go Rams. Browns Broncos is actually pretty interesting now that both of the teams are looking better, and it's in Denver. I'm going to go Broncos, which is heinous for me to say, but whatever. Bills Eagles also a fucking banger. The Eagles have a very tough schedule here for the end of the year. And this is in Philly. I'm going Eagles. This is Sunday mid-slate game. Then we got Chiefs Raiders. And Raiders are floundering, so obviously I'm gonna go Chiefs, even if it is in Vegas. We got Ravens Chargers. Going Ravens here. Oops, what did I just do? Thank you. And then we have Bears Vikings, which is interesting. I do think the Vikings win that though. All right, so for week 12, we'll start with the Monday night week 11 game, which is Chiefs Eagles. I'm going Eagles. And then I'm picking the Lions, the Cowboys, and the 49ers. Those are all Thanksgiving Day games. And then the Friday game is the Dolphins Jets. I'm going Dolphins. And then regular scheduled programming, I'm going Bucks, Giants, Bengals, Titans, Jags, Saints, Rams, Broncos, Eagles, Chiefs, Ravens, and Vikings. So that is going to be my picks for week 12. Completely missed last week. It is what it is. What are you going to do? Real quick, we'll go NCAA, men's college football. Some good games last weekend. What did I watch? I ended up watching wow, that Alabama Chattanooga game, 66-10. I didn't watch that game, but it was stomping. I did watch the James Madison Appalachian State game. Appalachian State ended up beating 24 ranked seeded James Madison 26-3 in OT. If you guys want to go back and watch the highlights of that, that was an absolute banger of a game. What else? First ranked Georgia beat 25th ranked Tennessee 38-10. That looks like it's probably a good game. Any of the close games on here? Kansas State beat Kansas 37-27. Wow, 10th ranked Missouri beat Florida 33-31. I thought it was gonna be a lot closer than that. Hold on a second, I gotta turn this fucking buzzing off. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Fucking dryer. Alright. Oh, it was this Washington-Oregon State game. Fourth ranked Washington beat 15th ranked Oregon 22-20. So that was actually pretty close, closer than I thought it was going to be. And then coming up for week 13, there's only one Thanksgiving game. It's Mississippi versus Mississippi State. Probably going to be a stinker. Let's see if there's any other good matchups here. This Missouri-Arkansas game might be good. That's at 4 p.m. Eastern on Friday. A lot of Friday games. This Oregon State game Friday night 8:30 p.m. should be a banger. But I think everyone's looking at this Ohio and Michigan matchup on Saturday at noon. Saturday noon Eastern. It's at Michigan. That's gonna be an absolute slammer. I'm also not working Saturday, so I'm definitely going to be watching that fucking game. So the two games to watch this upcoming weekend are going to be Oregon State, and then Ohio State versus Michigan. Those are probably going to be the best games on the slate. Everything else is not a must watch. So keep an eye out for that. And college football playoffs starting soon. UFC wise, they had 295, which is Alex Bahia beating Yuri Prochazka in round 2. I need to go back and watch this Tom Aspinall one. So Tom Aspinall now champion, Alex Bahia now champion. So that was cool. And they did it in champion fashion, both knockouts or TKOs. Then there was a fight night with Brendan Allen and Paul Craig. Brendan Allen beat Paul Craig in the third round via submission. Other than that, Chase Hooper got a submission win, which is good. And then I kind of don't care about the rest. So coming up is going to be a fight night with Beneil Dariush and Arman Sarukian. That isn't until December 2nd, which is kind of crazy, because it is the 20th currently. So this weekend there's no UFC, which I guess makes sense because of Thanksgiving, and they come right back at it. It's going to be Beneil Dariush versus Arman Sarukian at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard at the Moody Center. Where the fuck is this? Oh, it's Austin, Texas. Okay, cool. That's dope. Good for me. I get to actually watch this. And then we got Dan Hooker fighting Bobby Green. That's going to be a dope matchup. Rob Font versus Davison Figueiredo. That's going to be a dope matchup. This is actually a sick... What the fuck? This is a sick fight night card. What the hell? Alright, so I'm actually definitely going to watch this because... Let me look at the prelims first. Got Clay Guida on the prelims? What the fuck? Cody Brundage. Joe Selecki. Alright. Damn, this is kind of a stacked fight night. All right, so fights to watch on the prelim is Zachary Reese and Cody Brundage middleweight fight, and then the Cliguida Joaquim Silva lightweight fight, and then the main card is actually pretty fucking stacked. You got Khalil Roundtree fighting Osmat Mirzkhanov, whatever the fuck. And that's a light heavyweight fight, so I'm gonna go Khalil Roundtree there. There's a middleweight fight. I don't care. Then you get this welterweight Sean Brady Kelvin Gastelum fight. What the fuck? This came out of nowhere. I have no idea who wins this. I'm gonna go Sean Brady here though. You get this bantamweight Rob Font Davison Figueiredo fight. I'm gonna go Davison. Not because I dislike Rob Font, because I think Davison is just better at this point in his career. This lightweight Dan Hooker Bobby Green fight, I have no fucking idea how this goes. Both of these guys, like I have not like I don't know. I'm gonna go Dan Hooker though, just based off reach. And then Beneil Dariush versus Arman Sarukian. I think it's a good fight, but I think I'm gonna go Beneil here. So we'll go with that. And then after that, we've got a fight night between Song Yadong and Chris Gutierrez. Don't really care about that. And then 296, which is December's Leon Edwards, Colby Covington is the one we are waiting for. So let's get ready for that. All right, and as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, UFC, oh my goodness, waiting for 296, which is December 16th. Unfortunately, it's at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the main card. Kind of sucks dick, but it is what it is. We'll wait until we get there. But this fight night with Beneil Dariush and Arman Sarukian is a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Actual bangers on this. Some of these could actually be like main event worthy for anything. So it's kind of interesting that they're kind of doing all this. But some of these guys I haven't seen fight in a while. You know what I mean? Like, haven't seen the main event fighters in a while. Haven't seen Kelvin Gastelum fight in a while. So it's pretty interesting. I think this is definitely going to be probably one of the best fight nights of the year, potentially. So keep an eye out for that one. But that'll be it for the UFC. Go into the... Actually, I wanted to... Never mind, I'll do it later. But we'll go into the NHL quickly. Penguins beat the Vegas Golden Knights 3-0 yesterday. What the fuck? Alright, Bruins last game was against the Canadiens. They beat them 5-1. That was Saturday. Bruins then play the Lightning tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's take a look at the standings really quickly. Bruins still best in the Atlantic Division with a 13-1-2 record. Currently 28 points. It's Bruins, Panthers, Maple Leafs currently. Then the Metro Division, we've got the Rangers, Flyers, Capitals. In the Western Conference, we have Dallas, Colorado, and Winnipeg. And in the Pacific Division, we have Vegas, Vancouver, and LA. Damn, the San Jose Sharks suck. 3-13-1. Oh my god, 7 points. It's crazy. But yeah, hockey is in full swing, gang. So Bruins playing Lightning next. Tough matchup, but I think they can win. Bruins have been playing really lights out recently, scoring a bunch of points. 5-5-5. God damn. But they got a couple tough games ahead of them. Got Lightning, Panthers, Red Wings, Rangers, Blue Jackets, and then we got a game against the Sharks. So, not too bad. Keep an eye out for the Bruins, baby. NBA. Let's go over here. Quite a few games yesterday. 76ers over the Knicks. The Cavs ended up beating the Nuggets 121-109. This is weird because I was not watching the game, but I was tuning into the score last night, and I did see it was about at the half, and the Cavs were up. And I was like, what the fuck's going on here? It looks like they just might have had an off night. Nikola Jokic only 18 points with 28 minutes. What the fuck? Let's go to the Cavs. Who do they even have? Darius Garland, 26 points. Who the fuck is that? I know who Evan Mobley is. I don't know who anybody else is. Like, who are these people? I have no fucking idea. I guess there must be a bunch of young guys. I mean, good win for them, but what else do we have? Take a look at the standings in a minute here. Magic with the Pacers. Ooh, Kings beat the Mavs 129-113. What the? Whoa, Sabonis with a 32-point game. God damn. Good for you, brother. DeAndre Fox, 30-point game. What the fuck? Mavericks. Not looking good at all. Kyrie Irving with 23, Luka Doncic 25. Not too bad. Tim Hardaway 14 points, but weird. Jaden Hardy 4 points. I don't even know who that is. Oh well. Good games coming up tonight. The Clippers Spurs game might be interesting to watch. Kings Pelicans might be good to watch. Knicks Timberwolves is probably the best matchup. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight, so that's probably worth watching. Everything else is probably going to be super one-sided because the Celtics are playing the Hornets and the Bucks are playing the Wizards. So those games probably aren't going to be worth watching. Any games coming up on Thanksgiving? No Thanksgiving games, just all Friday night games with more NBA in-season tournament action. The in-season tournament's kind of panning out as you would expect. I want to see if I could find the standings for the in-season tournament. So let's go here. Here we are. In-season tournaments. Somehow the Lakers are the top of the West group. Huh. Interesting. Weird. Suns are not looking good. West Group B is the Pelicans and Nuggets tied. West Group C is the Timberwolves and the Kings tied. Interesting. East Group A is Pacers and 76ers. What the fuck? How is that? What does PD stand for? Point differential. Okay. East Group B, it's Bucks and Heat. And then East Group C, it's Celtics Nets. Huh. That's cool. Is it going to show me... Nah. Go back to the regular season. Celtics still topping the East with a 6-game win streak of a record of 11-2. Right behind them is the 76ers and the Bucks and the Heat. Kind of how you would expect this to shape up. Knicks 8-5, which is kind of shocking. I thought they're going to be better. Somehow Heat, Magic, and Knicks are all at 8-5. Pacers doing better than I thought this year. Surprising. And in the West, somehow the West is all over the place. Timberwolves 9-3, Thunder 10-4, Nuggets 9-4, Kings 8-4, Mavs 9-5. I have no idea what's going on with the West right now. Grizzlies are absolutely dog shit 3-10, and the Spurs unfortunately 3-10. Warriors 6-8, which I don't mind. Suns are 7-6, which sucks, but I don't know. I kind of like seeing this mix-up in the Western Conference. Is pretty nice, actually. I'm not gonna lie, especially with a young Thunder team, Timberwolves team that nobody put anywhere. So interesting to see. But that'll probably be it for the NBA. The Premier League did not have any games this past weekend. This Chelsea Man City 4-4 game draw was kind of weird. But we have games coming up this weekend. This Man City Liverpool game is probably going to be an absolute banger. That's Saturday at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Probably one of the best matchups of the season. And then after that, Tottenham's playing Aston Villa. That's actually probably going to be a good game just because they're right next to each other in terms of standings. So that's an absolute banger. Let's go back. Yeah, but the Man City Liverpool, I mean, they're 1 and 2. So what can you say? So a couple key dope matchups here. So that Man City Liverpool game, 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am actually going to try my hardest to wake up early for these games. So there's this, and then there's the there's this, and then there's the NCAA football games on at noon. So Saturday's gonna be a big day. And there's UFC. So real big day on Saturday. Holy moly. Other matchups other than that aren't really worth noting. Everything else is kind of boring. This Newcastle Chelsea matchup probably not going to be good now. So the games to watch for sure are definitely Man City Liverpool, 7:30 a.m. November 25th, and then you have the Tottenham versus Aston Villa, 9 a.m. on Sunday. That's gonna be dope. I'm definitely gonna try and watch that as well. I just need to keep remembering that those games are on. But whatever. And then we'll jump into League of Legends. They just had the World's Finals this past weekend. I am pretty upset about how it went down, but what are you gonna do, I guess? What are you going to fucking do? Um, God, it was supposed to be JDG's year, bro. What the fuck, man? Um, it was supposed to be JDG's year. All right, well, the tournament was dope, but hopefully, I mean, there's going to be a lot of changes this coming year. So there's no more League of Legends professional scene until next year. Um, but there's going to be a lot of changes coming for um, the game, and I think for how the tournaments and the leagues are going to operate for next year. So once we get more information on that, we will definitely dive into that because it should be. I think they're really trying to, revitalize how the pro scene is looked at and make it more popular again. But we'll see what happens, I guess. But there was no double elim when it came to Worlds, which is a total fucking bummer because then you get, you know, one-sided finals like this where T1 ended up beating Weibo 3-0, which is a really cool storyline. And T1, obviously, they played really well throughout the entirety of the tournament, so I'm not saying that they're not deserving. It was supposed to be JDG's year. I think in a best of five, T1 and JDG, if you do that, if you run that back again, I think JDG wins again, or wins instead of loses 3-1 to them. And then this Weibo BLG 5 game series, it's not how it's supposed to happen. It was supposed to be JDG this year, but congratulations to T1. That's amazing for them. Faker wins again, so hooray! It sucks because I was so excited this year. But life very rarely ever works in your favor. So it is what it is. Hopefully, we'll see some cool stuff come up in terms of format changes, teams switching, um, tournament announcements in terms of format changes. But we will see. Next big thing coming up is going to be this Nest 2023, which is starting. What the fuck? National Electronic Sports Tournament. Just all of the LPL teams. Um, and it already started. What the fuck? The LPL never stops, do they? Jesus Christ. Oh, are these what the fuck? Who the fuck are these players? Are these all I think this is all yeah, these are all like their non-main teams. Okay, interesting. I may not really tune into this because I don't really give enough of a fuck. It's a annual Chinese tournament. Interesting. So it's like all their academy squads, I guess. Huh. Yeah, I don't really give that much of a fuck. Oh well. Well, that's it for the League of Legends. Fuck me. And then one thing I wanted to talk about was the next Blast Premier Fall Final coming up in Copenhagen. That starts in 2 days, so it's only a 4-day tournament, but it's gonna have a whole lot of cool matchups here. As you can see, Group A absolutely stacked, Group B absolutely stacked. It's an invite only, so 8 teams, and there is no double elim, so it is going to be pretty hectic pretty quick. So opening matches are going to be FaZe versus Ninjas Pajamas and C9 versus Navi. Whoa, this is gonna go by really really fast. What time is this game? It doesn't say what time it is, but that'll be the next thing I'm reporting on. But yeah, some of the top teams in the world. It's going to be a banger of a tournament, and that leads into the Blast World Final, which is in December 13th. That's going to be a crazy banger. I'm excited to see how that goes. But and then I don't know what else other tournaments are there. Let's go back to the main page. Yeah, I guess Blast World Final is the last big tournament. Pet Boom Daha. This is definitely... Oh, it's Dubai. Interesting. Got a couple good teams here. Huh. Interesting. But yeah, kind of end of the year kind of slowing down with everything in terms of competitive anything. So, kind of is what it is. This is coming to a screeching halt. But as I'm wrapping it up, I got a manga recommendation here. I just found this the other day. It's called Until the Chore Granting Sorcerer Realizes He's the Strongest. This one's actually really good. Pretty cool power system here. We'll look at the artwork really quickly. Artwork's pretty clean. Unassuming looking main character, but even just the background art looks really good. It's just clean work. It looks pretty similar to a lot of things I'm reading currently in terms of that, but I mean, just look at this like monster right here. It just looks pretty fucking dope. If you're listening on Spotify, then unfortunately you won't be able to hear much or see much. Sorry, but it's pretty dope. I definitely would suggest looking into it. So, unfortunately, this is going to be a little quicker, guys, but I had to jump back into it, get into the consistency. So, I'm going to jump off and upload this bad boy. So, appreciate you guys for listening and watching on YouTube, Spotify. Please like, comment, and subscribe. All of my links down in the description below. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I will catch you guys next Monday. It is almost Christmas. Thanksgiving is this week. Crazy how this year has gone by. But anybody's rocking with me, appreciate your support, and I'll catch you guys next week.